It's that time of year again! Not Christmas. School's starting. No one's that excited? Need some fluffing or something. Can you tell I'm having a bad hair day? Okay, yes, the hair looks bad today, but I've decided we are just gonna go with it because we've got more important things to talk about. If you watched my last video, I looked half dead. Why didn't anyone tell me? Seriously. Hello. So I get a lot of questions regarding starting off school. You're a freshman in high school, freshman in college, going into middle school, and you all are very nervous, and that's terrible. No one should be that nervous for school. I'm gonna get comfy here. Got my notes all ready for you guys. This video is gonna need a lot of editing. Okay, so anyway, I get questions and comments on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and on here about being nervous for starting school, which, you know, that I've been there, I've done it 3 different times. Yeah, it's not fun to be nervous for school. Right now my brother is freaking out and I'm giving him the same advice that I'm giving you guys. So basically this is going to work if you're starting off a new year just in general, but more specifically if you're a first year in middle school, high school, or college. So first tip is, and this is going to sound really dumb because it's kind of like really Haley, like you had to tell me this. You want to be prepared for school. Right? You know, like you want to be organized and everything, and I have plenty of videos all about that which I can link around the video somewhere. But being prepared not just in your summer reading, which my brother just finished today. He starts school tomorrow. I hope none of his teachers see this video or I'm gonna get him in trouble. He's gonna hate me. You want to have your clothes laid out for school, your lunch packed the night before. Those are just little things that are you're not gonna have to worry about the day of school, and you can just get it out of the way. One thing I highly recommend, and I did this when I started my new school and when I went into high school, if you're nervous about finding where your classes are, your lockers, meeting your teachers, you can go in ahead of time. You don't have to go to the school for the first time on the first day. If you're a new student, there's probably some kind of orientation for you, or if you're a freshman, they always kind of have like the back to school nights beforehand. If they don't, go in anyway. The school's open, there's teachers there, you can go and find your locker. They're going to be more than helpful. They're not going to, bite your head off because you went to school early. They're going to be impressed that you, are dedicated to, doing your best, so you went in early. If you don't know anyone at your new school, the orientation's great because you can meet new people, but if you know that you have friends there, plan to meet in the parking lot the morning of school, 15 minutes early. Call each other the night before, plan your outfits. If you wear a uniform, just make sure you have your uniform, and then ask them what they're wearing so you guys aren't wearing the exact same thing, because my school, we had different colors and different options that we can mix and match and stuff, and it was like, oh, she's wearing the same khaki skirt as me with the same black polo, like really? So you don't want to do that. And then I'm getting ahead of myself, Mom. Slow down, Haley. Meet your friends in the parking lot, especially if there's new students that you meet at orientation. Invite them to your little meeting in the parking lot because they're probably like 20 times more nervous than you are. My brother was walking around the house yesterday. He was like, I'm so scared for school. Like, I'm nervous. We've got 9 new kids. And I was like, you're nervous? Like, these kids don't know anyone at your school and you're nervous? Sorry, I'm playing with my hair a lot. Okay, I'll stop. So, make them feel welcome, because I know what it's like to be the new kid. I was the new girl in 7th grade, and the people who were most outgoing to me are still my best friends to this day. So, it pays off to put yourself out there for people. And once you kick off school, you have your first day, you go to class, you figure out where your locker is, write down your locker combination, put it in your planner, put it in your backpack. Just always have it with you. You don't want to be that kid who's late to class because I can't open my locker. I've done it, my friends have done it, and it's kind of the teachers get annoyed with it, and they'll be lenient, you know, like the first week or so, but then like after that you better know your locker combo. And I made a list of things that I had to bring to class my freshman year because it was really overwhelming. It was a lot of class changing, whereas in middle school you had classes that were all really close together. You might have had one or two in the same classroom with the same teacher, or at least at my school, because I went to a smaller private school. But in high school, you know, you're running around the school, you're changing, you know, classes, you gotta go to your locker all the time, you might have to change buildings, you have a lot of books to carry, and then you get to class and you're sitting there and you're like, I forgot my book. And you're like, can I go to my locker? The first week of school, I made a checklist that I kept in my planner, because I always had my planner with me. It never came out of my bag. And it would say, you know, Spanish, I need my workbook, I need my binder, I need my textbook. Or math, you would, you know, notebook, book, binder, folder, calculator, protractor, you know, whatever you need. And it'll just keep you organized, and then, you know, after a few weeks you won't need that list anymore. The other thing is freshman year was a little bit different in the way that my teachers taught information. It was a lot quicker, it was much more audio learning, so I had to just take notes based on what they said. Sometimes things on the test were like random things that I don't even know if they said, and it was like, well, if you would have read the little sub box in your book, you would know this answer. So, you know, in high school you have to definitely overwork yourself a little bit so that you relay information that may or may not have been said. You have to do a little bit more studying in that way. So just take notes, save your homework, save your worksheets, save your tests and quizzes. They're, you know, a lot of what your main tests and exams are going to be based on your homeworks and quizzes. Because can I just let you guys know a little secret? Teachers, as much as I loved my teachers, most of them, teachers are lazy, okay? And not necessarily lazy. I shouldn't say that, because I know a lot of great teachers, and they're not like, they're hard workers. But at the same time, they are hard workers and they have a lot to do. So they don't want to have to make up all this new material, new questions for exams. They would much rather just take old questions from old quizzes and homeworks, copy and paste them, and print out your test. So, you know, study that old work. It's going to help, I promise. And also, freshman year, it's really good to get to know new kids by having like study groups and stuff. We had them at lunch all the time for chemistry. Whew, chemistry was just, yeah, you don't need to hear that story. So study groups at lunch are great. Another really cool thing for freshman year that I found was helpful was to join as many extracurricular things as I could without being stressed out. And it didn't even have to be like extra classes, you know, you don't have to have your whole schedule filled, you know, you can have some study halls. It's good to have study halls, especially if you're an athlete or, you know, you have things to do after school like music lessons, play, practice, you know, whatever it is. But, you know, we did a lot of lunchtime stuff. So we had like student senate meetings at lunch. We had FCA, which was Fellowship of Christian Athletes, which I loved doing that because it really helped me better my coaching skills. And then we would have like Bible studies, but there were book clubs, there was chess club. I never did chess club. I don't like chess, but there were chess clubs. And there was like math league and stuff like that. So just kind of like dabble around. Freshman year, it's not serious. I mean, it's serious where, you know, you need to work hard, but it's where you're finding yourself. It's where you're trying to figure out what you like to do. I mean, it's preparing you for college. So if you want to go on the debate team, the mock trial, whatever, you know, do it. Like, just do it. Take advantage of all that stuff. I know it might seem overwhelming, or like I'm not cut out for that, but when you try things, like everyone is new. So just like go with it. Just like have fun, be chill, like whatever. I'm really hyper in this video and I should probably calm down. Another quick tip about like class related stuff. Ask questions. Your teachers like when you ask questions because it makes you seem like you're intrigued and you like want to know what they're talking about. So I hope that kind of helped you guys a little bit to prepare for your first day of school, first week of school, whatever you're doing. I know it's intimidating, but just have fun with school. Like, I know that sounds really cheesy, but enjoy it, because looking back on school now, like, I kind of miss school, like the camaraderie between my friends and stuff, and you know, it was a good time. It was a lot. You didn't really have as many worries as you do when you get out of high school or middle school. Enjoy it, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!